everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be all about brands that I wish would come into Ulta and Sephora. I saw my friend Liv from LivLovesHerMakeup do this video a while back, and I've had it on my list since then to do because I thought it was such a good idea. I will have Liv's video linked down below. Of course, if you have not checked out her channel yet, I hope that you will. But I loved this idea for a video, so I've been wanting to do it for quite some time. So if you would like to see some of the brands that I wish would be carried at Ulta and Sephora, why don't we go ahead and get started. Like I said, I love this video idea when I saw Liv do it because I am definitely someone who tends to purchase on a more regular basis from Sephora and Ulta versus like a brand's individual website. And one of the biggest reasons that I do that is because I'm simply someone who's always looking for a deal. I've said it before in my videos, like I don't like paying full price for things. I either want some sort of discount, I want free shipping, I want free products, I want like rewards points somehow. I want to be able to use Ebates and get cash back. Like I am always focused on that. Like I'm just a deal chaser. So a lot of times you get the better deals at places like Sephora and Ulta. Typically Sephora and Ulta will also have better like return policies in place versus some individual websites and brands. And when you buy as much makeup as I do, and sometimes I'm buying newer products that don't have reviews out yet and I'm not 100% confident in them, it's nice to be able to kind of have that safety net, like, oh man, this really didn't work out for me. I didn't just waste, you know, $50, $70 of my money on it, and I can take it back. Or, you know, sometimes if it's, even if it's only for store credit, like, I mean, hey, at least that's a good thing. So I feel like you hear me say a lot in my videos like, oh, this is coming out soon, but I'm gonna wait till it comes into Sephora or Ulta and things like that. So when Liv did this video, I was like, genius, love it, doing this video idea as well. So I have a couple brands here that I want to chat about. Now I will say Liv did this one a while ago, and like I said, I've had it on my list forever, and the first brand that I wrote down that I would like to see at Ulta was Flower Beauty, and I am so excited that Flower Beauty is coming to Ulta. I was like, yes, 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 yes. I've been waiting for this day. I actually have a bunch of Flower Beauty on my face right now. I've talked about Flower Beauty in favorites videos, best of beauty videos. I just really enjoy the brand, and I'm excited to see it at Ulta. What I see on the Ulta website, it says it's coming soon on January 25th, and then products will start to be carried in store on, looks like it's February 8th. So very shortly we will have some Flower Beauty at Ulta, which I am just very excited for. This was a brand that was started by actress Drew Barrymore, and I have tried out a lot of different products from Flower Beauty, and I've been impressed with several of them. There are of course a few misses in there for me, but for the most part I really enjoy a lot of Flower Beauty. Since they are coming into Ulta, I am planning on picking up a few more things once they do. If anybody would like to see like a best and worst of Flower Beauty, perhaps I could definitely do that one, but I'm really excited to see that. I thought that they would be a great fit for Ulta, so I was really excited when I saw the news. But yeah, I've had this on my list for a while, and that was the first brand that I wrote down. So I still did want to mention that and to say that they are coming into Ulta, which I think is awesome. A brand that I think would be really cool to see at Sephora is Charlotte Tilbury. I was able to try out Charlotte Tilbury for the first time in 2017, and I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but man, do I like a lot of her products because Charlotte Tilbury is definitely a high-end, like more expensive luxury type of brand. You can get Charlotte Tilbury on Beautylish. I recently made my first Beautylish order because I did the Lucky Bag, but I haven't actually done like a Beautylish like makeup purchase yet. But that's another website that I'm pretty intrigued by. I know that they have a really nice plan where you can kind of break up your payments and things like that. I don't know if they have a reward system or how their return policy is for sure, but it's definitely a website that I've been looking at, and I see certain brands on there that I'm like, ooh, that brand was in Sephora, I would be buying that right now. I've had my eye on Charlotte Tilbury for a while, and I recently have been trying out some of her foundations. The Light Wonder I really enjoy, like really enjoy. I put that in favorites categories. Her Magic Foundation I also really enjoy as well. And I hear so many good things about her lip products, her lipsticks, her lip liners, etc. And I want to try them so bad, but they're expensive. So again, I would like some sort of, you know, kickback or something when I'm buying them, or, you know, again, that return policy in place in case something might not work out for me, but I have a feeling her lip products would probably work out for me. But she also has like a setting powder and a blush that everybody raves about. And she's got a couple face duos out there that I'm really interested in as well. So I think Charlotte Tilbury would be a fantastic fit for Sephora, and I would love to see that. Another one that I would like to see in Sephora is Jouer. I recently mentioned Jouer in the 8 brands that I want to try in 2018 because I have not tried anything from Jouer yet, and I truly believe that one of the biggest reasons is because they are not carried at a Sephora or an Ulta. Again, just being honest. I know that's like not the best thing ever, and I know there's so many other beauty YouTubers that do such a better job than I do of, you know, trying indie brands or brands that are, you know, specifically not in Sephora and Ulta, and I hope one day I will get there, but as of right now, and especially with everything happening in my life at this moment, I'm chasing after those deals like a crazy woman. So, but I would really like to see Jouer there. They have so many products that I've eyed, and you know, I've just recently mentioned them in a Will I Buy It. They have these blush duos coming out that I'm super interested in, but they are a little bit on the higher price point. And again, with, you know, never trying out a brand, you know, I've never tried them before. I have no idea what their customer service is like, their shipping is like, etc., or even their products are like. I do hear a lot about them. I know they send out a lot of PR, and a lot of people have discount codes, so I feel like I hear about them a ton, but it's still, I still haven't been able to do it. But I think if Jouer was in Sephora or in Ulta, but for me, I thought they kind of made more sense to Sephora, but if they were, I bet that I would be purchasing Jouer products. Another one that I think would be really good at Ulta that I wish would come to Ulta is Makeup Geek. I have been using Makeup Geek products since I think before I started a YouTube channel. When I first started getting into YouTube and watching a bunch of YouTube, everybody was talking about Makeup Geek. I remember people were making videos focused solely on their favorite like Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I was buying so many of the single eyeshadows, and I feel like it's kind of a brand that's not as hyped as they once were, and I don't know why that is for sure, but it really does make me sad because I really enjoy their eyeshadows. And I've purchased so many from them, so I think maybe if they could get into, and I feel like their aesthetic is maybe better towards Ulta, but I feel like if they could get into an Ulta, could maybe kind of like revive them again. And from what I understand, I believe the owner of Makeup Geek, Marlena, she actually started out as a YouTuber, I think is what I've heard people say. This before, I mean, I really haven't been watching YouTube for all that many years, but I think that's really cool and really awesome to support. I have made purchases, of course, from the Makeup Geek website myself, and they do have a bit of a rewards program. At least they did the last time I ordered from them. So yeah, I wish they would come in to like an Ulta. I think that would be fantastic. Another brand, I couldn't really decide which one, if I thought Ulta or Sephora, but then I swung it over to the Ulta side, and that's TheBalm. I'm actually wearing the new eyeshadow palette from TheBalm on my eyes today, the Meet Match Shmaker palette, and man, I am really loving this palette. I'm trying out so much new makeup. I will have a review video coming soon with a bunch of new makeup releases, but I'm really enjoying that eyeshadow palette. But TheBalm is, I bought the Mary Luminizer from TheBalm, was my very first highlight that I ever bought, and I actually bought it off of Amazon, randomly enough, because Amazon, I mean, they have fast shipping, and you always seem to find some sort of coupon or deal over there and all of that fun stuff. So I actually purchased my very first highlight from TheBalm from their store on Amazon. I know that you can buy them. They have their website. They have like a certified shop on Amazon. It's not like you're purchasing from a random seller. You actually are purchasing from TheBalm. And then TheBalm is also carried at Kohl's. I think I'm saying that correctly. I feel like I enjoy a lot of the products that I've tried from them, but again, it goes back to something similar to Jouer. I don't try more from them, and I don't buy a lot from them because they aren't in something like an Ulta. So I feel like if they were to come into a big store, I personally would purchase more from them, and I feel like maybe others would too as well. So yeah, I really wish TheBalm would come into Ulta, because I'm really, like, especially after trying the Meet Matchmaker palette, like I'm super into this palette right now. A brand that I thought could be a good fit to Sephora would be Colored Raine. I recently was able to try out Colored Raine, one of their mini eyeshadow palettes that they came out with, and very cute. I had a subscriber, Maureen, send that to me, which was so amazing, and I've been testing it out. I think I've used it at least like 3, maybe 4 times now, and I'm having a really good experience with it. And I know that a lot of people fell in love with the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette. Their price point is a little bit on the higher side. Like, they don't have, to me, I was on their website the other night, they don't have like an abundance of products yet, but the Queen of Hearts really stole a lot of people's hearts when that one came out. That's kind of funny. But I know a lot of people really enjoyed that palette, but also their price point is just a little bit higher. So when I was thinking about it, I thought maybe they would be a better fit to Sephora. I know they had a new palette just released recently as well. And yeah, I feel like that would be a good one to come into Sephora, especially because when I have talked about Colored Raine in my Will I Buy It videos, and I've made comments about wanting to purchase from them, I have heard some people say that their shipping isn't always the fastest, and there's been some issues there. So, I mean, I've never personally ordered from them myself. I'm just saying what I've heard in my comments, which when I see comments like that, I kind of get a little bit worried, and I ask those questions a lot in my videos. You know, have you guys made purchases from the website, and what do you think? What's your experience? And I really listen and go off of that feedback that I get. And so when I see that, I'm kind of like, I don't know. So I wish that they would come into Sephora, because I think that would be pretty awesome as well. Another brand that I had here for Ulta is Pixi Beauty. I would love to see Pixi at Ulta. I freaking love Pixi. I own so much from Pixi. Oh man, I mentioned them in favorites a ton. Blush, highlights, I love their setting sprays. I have 4 setting sprays sitting there. There is so much from Pixi that I really do enjoy. I just mentioned one of the face palettes from them in my favorite face palette video. I really do enjoy Pixi. I know that you can find them also at Target, which is good. I don't go to Target as frequently as I would shop for makeup at like a Sephora and Ulta. You know, Target, if you have the red card, you can get 5% off, and sometimes there's certain coupons and discounts there, but I truly feel like I would buy much more from Pixi if they were at Ulta. Also, Pixi skincare is so good. I like so many of the Pixi skincare products. So again, that's a brand that I'm really like, I don't know, I feel like I have this feeling that they're going to be coming into Ulta soon. Does anybody ever, you have a feeling that something's about to come into a store? Because for some reason, out of everything I'm mentioning, I feel like Pixi's the one that I'm like, maybe 2018 is going to be the year that Pixi's at Ulta Beauty. I think that would be amazing. And then the last brand that I wrote down that I would like to see at a Sephora or Ulta is Juvia's Place. I recently was able to try out a Juvia's Place palette as well, the Masquerade Mini palette, and it's excellent. I feel like I hear so many people say amazing things about the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes, also the blush palettes. I just feel like I hear a lot of really good things. When I first thought of Juvia's Place, I actually put it down in my Sephora category, and then I was like, no, maybe it would be better for Ulta, because I feel like they're a little bit more on the affordable side, and especially if I compare it to like maybe like the colored Raine, I feel like Juvia's Place swings more affordable. I know that they send out PR as well, and there are discount codes out there too, so I was like, maybe I'm just thinking of like with the discount that it's cheaper, but I think for the most part their palettes are more-ish on the affordable side. It's not like Wet n Wild or, you know, Elf, things like that, but it's kind of more along like the Pixi lines, because Pixi's like drugstore but a little bit higher. I don't know, that's kind of what I felt for Juvia's Place. So I thought maybe they would be a better fit for Ulta, but I don't know, what do you guys think about Juvia's Place? Which one would you put it in if you could? But I mean, hey, Colourpop's at Sephora, so what the heck do we even know? Because who saw that coming? I always hear so many good things about Juvia's Place, and there's been so many times where I've almost purchased a palette, I had the blush palette on my list for the longest time, and I kept staring at it, but I was like, I just don't know if I should do it or not. So I would love to see Juvia's Place come into a Sephora or an Ulta, but after that, those are my list of brands that I wish I would see carried at Sephora or Ulta. Okay, so that is everything for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and enjoyed seeing some of the brands that I really enjoy or I really wanted to purchase from or purchase more from that I just wish that they were carried at a bigger store. And I will have Liv's video linked down below if you haven't seen her video yet. I think we had a few overlapping of brands here and there, but she also mentioned some other ones that I didn't. So I will have her video linked down below if you haven't seen that one yet. But I would also love to know, what did you think about the brands that I mentioned, or what are some brands that you would like to see carried at Sephora and Ulta as well? I would love to know your answers. And are you like me, like you're just a deal chaser, or is that something that doesn't matter to you and you're happily purchasing from any website? I know we're all different, and of course makeup is always personal preference, but I would love to know some of your thoughts down below. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and if you did enjoy it, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video.